Hi everyone, my name is Cecilia. I'm a part of the Deco team, and in this video I'll tell you everything you have to know about our 5th hackathon. This is the first of a series of videos that we've prepared for you, so if you want to learn about other things that are not hackathon logistics, then you can turn to these videos here. In them, you can learn things like, what is Deco? What is HTMX? How do I build stuff using HTMX on Deco? Why should I even care about Deco or HTMX? How do I start a project on Deco? And more. Everything you need to know about the hackathon is also here in this document. If you want to find out something specific or have any doubts, please refer to this table of contents and look for the topic you're interested in. Or come with me and I will go through the most important parts with you. First, we have the schedule. So how is the schedule like? Well, as you probably already know, we are super flexible. It's a 100% virtual and async event. Everything is pre-recorded and we have it all available for you to watch on demand regardless of your time zone or of any restrictions. The most important thing in this part is that all of you should submit the projects by 7 p.m. on Saturday. So please don't forget that the deadline is 7 p.m. on Saturday, Brazil time.
7 p.m. on Saturday, Brazil time.
In order to submit, you can just click this link here, which will take you to the submission form. We also have linked the submission form in our Discord community and on our official website, so you have it everywhere. You can then just follow the steps on this form and you are all set. A lot of you have been asking us, what are the rules of the hackathon? How do I even participate in this event? And basically, our only restriction is that you build something on top of Deco. As long as you do that and you submit the form by 7 p.m. on Saturday,
7 p.m. on Saturday, Brazil time.
You're all set. You have participated in Deco's hackathon. Woohoo! It's super free and flexible. If you are one of the people who, I don't know what I want to build, I need examples, I need expectations, I need more formal guidelines, then come with me and we will give you examples and guidelines. Now let's talk about your projects. As you probably already know, we have 3 categories, right? The landing page category, the storefront, and the open category. If you want to create a single page website designed for a specific purpose, then you should submit to the landing page category. Here, you can do a number of things. We have some examples. These are only for inspiration, so feel free to mix and match or do something completely different. But you could, for example, build an institutional page for a public company to communicate with its investors. We have an example here of Alphabet's investor relations page, and you can see that they have some earnings releases, news, and in the bottom, form for you to subscribe to email alerts. So that might be something interesting to implement. If you want to build something e-commerce related, so either a whole storefront with home, product listing page, product detail page, cart, etc., or if you want to build only a specific section with advanced functionalities, maybe something that is completely different from what we offer in our storefront template, then you should submit to this storefront category. As long as it is related to e-commerce, here is where you should go. What are some examples for inspiration? So you could either go industry specific and do a template for example, pharmacies or course stores. If you do a pharmacy, then you can develop a storefront for a pharmacy that wants to sell medications online, and you could include something like a component for uploading and validating prescriptions, for example. Or you could be more generic and implement a new integration. Use a loader to integrate with an e-commerce platform that we still don't have on our Deco store. That could be super interesting. Lastly, we have our open category. So if you want to build something that is not included in the landing page or the storefront categories, you should submit to the open category. This is designed for maximum creativity and flexibility. So you can go crazy here. The way we see it, here you can go in one of 2 ways. Either you create a themed project that serves a specific use case, or you can create advanced functionalities that can be fitted into various different contexts. So let's see what this looks like. We use this example of Benvenuto, a restaurant seat map for managing table allocation, for example. This was built by one of the developers in our community, Vito, and it was built on Deco. We even have a video here in case you want to understand the project in depth and how he did it. So that's an example of a management system that you could create. Or you can be more generic and create a micro-SaaS, a custom web analytics reporting tool, for example, that could be included in many different websites or web apps. Feel free to explore the other ideas and resources that we provide in this section, but I would like to talk about the final deliverables, right? What do I have to deliver in the form on Saturday? First, the URLs showcasing your project, right? When you give us the URLs, we will be able to access the repos, so just the URLs are fine. A Loom video explaining your project and, what it is, how it meets the criteria. We will talk more about criteria in a few moments, but the criteria is basically design, editability, and performance, right? We also ask that you do a project description of 200 to 400 words, so pretty simple, can be in bullet form or paragraphs. Basically, a written account of what you say in your Loom video to facilitate our judging process, since we will have only a few hours. It's okay if only one team member, in case you're working in groups, participates in the Loom video, no problem at all. And then we also ask for some evidence of your project performance, right? So if you can go to Google's page speed measurer and, input your URL, I'll do it here with you. So you can come here, put your URL, analyze, and then take a screenshot of the report. That would be great for us to understand, the performance of your project. But please remember that we will judge the performance relative to the complexity of your project, right? So don't, think that you have to do a very simple application because otherwise the performance will be bad. We will judge everything in the context of what you deliver. Talking about how we will judge projects, we have the criteria right here. So as we said, it's design, editability, performance, and creativity, which is the tiebreaker, right? Design is about how beautiful the project is. Of course, we want visually appealing websites, but also how is the usability? If we were to, publish this on the web tomorrow, would it be considered a professional website? Then editability. I think this is the one that can cause most confusion because it's a bit specific. But what we mean here is how easy is it to edit the content of the site on Deco's admin? In order to perform well in this criteria, you have to use the props so that the business user can edit the content without code. That's very important. Performance, we already talked about that. Remember that we will judge relative to the context, so don't be inclined to do something super simple without images, without products or content, just because you want to, have a high performance score. We want your sites to be as performatic as possible, but we will judge according to the context. And then, of course, we have creativity, tiebreaker. Are you only using our pre-built templates and, our themes? Or are you extending our templates and, adding new functionalities to it? Or are you creating something that is completely different that we have never seen, that is not on our Deco store? We will take that into account as well. After you submit your projects on Saturday night, we will judge them, right? And come back to you with the finalist groups by 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Brazil time. We will announce the finalists. We will post on Discord and on this guide, so don't worry. You will know if you're one of the finalist groups. And then you have until Sunday, 12 p.m. Brazil time to improve your project and submit a new version if you want, so that you have greater chances of actually winning for that category. Now, prizes. The prizes are the following. The landing page category, the winning team will receive $500 in cash. For the storefront and open categories, it's $2,000. So naturally, we expect more advanced functionalities in these categories because, you are receiving more. The prize is bigger. We will also have 3 honorable mentions per category, which is the finalist teams. Now, something super important. How do I ask for help in case I'm lost? I'm lost and I need help. What should I do? First thing, please go to our FAQ and see if someone else has had that doubt and whether we've put it on our FAQ. If your doubt persists, then you can go to our documentation. Here is how you access that. You go to our Deco website and just click Docs and you'll go to your documentation. Or, if your doubt persists, you can always go to our Discord community, which, you should be in it already. And you can either ask for help in English here on this Deco Help channel or in Portuguese on this Deco Ajuda channel. The Deco team and the community should be there to help. We will also have announcements here in the hackathon session of the Discord server throughout the event. And yeah, we will do our best to answer all of your questions. And talking about questions and bugs and issues, as you probably know, but if you don't know, you're gonna know now, we are a 2-year-old startup, so our product is pretty new. If you encounter any difficulties, please let us know. Please give us feedback, and it's super important for us. It's part of the reason why we're doing this hackathon. We want you to test out the product and tell us what you think. So please do so. Yeah, welcome to Deco. Welcome to our hackathon. Good luck!